Alright guys, this is Andre with the Crypto Ball, and today we're going to take a quick look at the upcoming DeRace IGO on Binance NFT Marketplace and kind of go over how does it work according to the team on their medium. Now you guys should already be looking at the medium and being up to date on this because I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. You need to keep up with these projects on your own. These are just my opinions. I'm just going over the information that's readily available. Now that we've got that out of the way, once again, let's take a look at this upcoming IGO on the Binance NFT Marketplace and how they are saying that it is going to go. They're saying that it is the first in history IGO. So I'm pretty excited about this. I have not used the Binance NFT Marketplace yet, but if it's anything like the Binance exchange, I think that it is going to be one of the smoothest releases that we've had because Binance is pretty incredible if you ask me. So they're saying, howdy DeRacers, the most awaited event for our community and DeRace Team 2. DeRace's first in history IGO on Binance NFT Marketplace is fast approaching. Now is the perfect time to reveal the hush-hush details of how we'll be organized. A part of the DeRace NFT horse sales will be carried out in 3 waves on the Binance NFT Marketplace via the ticket system. You will be able to acquire the NFT ticket to DeRace stables for the chosen tier horse. The horse tiers are as follows: Tier 1, Olympian; Tier 2, Demigod; Tier 3, Alpha; Tier 4, Beta; Tier 5, Omega. It can easily be speculated that the Tier 1 Olympian NFT horses are the rarest and of course have the highest market value. A horse's price is decreasing as with each lower tier. You can learn more about the DeRace horse tier system here. After acquiring the NFT ticket to DeRace stables, you will be able to exchange it for the DeRace NFT horse once the horses are minted. So start thinking about the name that you will give your NFT horse because you will have it sooner than you think. The IGO date will be revealed next week. Stay tuned. The reason I'm making a video on this is because I believe DeRace to be the only viable competitor to Zedrun. I like to compare current projects with upcoming projects, especially when I'm considering which new projects have higher upside with lower risk. The reason that I say that this has higher upside than a lot of these other upcoming projects is because, one, to me, it seems that there is no other competitor to Zedrun, and Zedrun is doing great right now. And I think that DeRace is trying to bring in more ways to gain profit and get rid of some of the problems with Zedrun that's currently plaguing it right now. And a matter of fact, for those of you that are doing your own research, you will notice that a lot of people that are in Zedrun are also planning to get into DeRace. And I find that this is a common trend when a competitor is threatening to take some of the market share from the game that's already established. A lot of those people, they don't want to miss out on this rise, and so they also come into these upcoming games. Because why wouldn't they? They might have missed out on the previous game, and they want to get into this game, which has a lower market cap, and could take some of the market share from the game that they're already in. So in the case of DeRace, I wanted to kind of go over these tiers and how I compare them to Zedrun. So Olympian, I'm thinking that this is like the Nakamoto. If you are aware, for Zedrun, the Nakamotos are the best for breeding. They're the best for bloodlines. They make the fastest horses the most consistently. Now, a Nakamoto could lose to, a Buterin, but typically, if you're breeding them, you will get better results by breeding the Nakamotos over a longer period of time. And I think this is something that DeRace is going to do with these Olympians. I think the Olympians can get beat by the Omegas, right? But if you're breeding them consistently, if you're breeding the Olympians consistently, that they will be producing higher tier horses, better NFTs over a longer period of time. So in this upcoming IGO, we really need to focus on getting these higher tier horses like the Olympian, the Demigod, the Alpha, because in order to have a proper stable that produces NFTs that have the highest return on our investment, we probably want to get the NFTs that are going to produce the best racers in the shortest amount of time. Not to say that there aren't going to be good stables that primarily focus on betas and omegas, but the highest tier stables, the ones that, people are really going to want to get into, are going to be the Olympians, the demigods, and the alphas. And I believe that this is going to cause the price of DeRace to rise exponentially, because in an IGO like this, the price is set by the DeRace team. They're going to set a price that's higher for these higher tiers, and they even say a horse's price is decreasing as the lower tier. So the betas and the omegas, they're going to be at a price point that is much more readily available for end users. But the higher tiers, they're going to be priced much higher straight off the bat by the DeRace team. And, the resale for them is going to rise exponentially, because the amount of money that you can make from breeding them is going to be great over a long period of time. So I wanted to bring this to people's attention that maybe hadn't been into Zedrun. Maybe they don't know how important these tiers are going to be in DeRace. But it is going to be a great investment to have higher tier horses if DeRace gets any type of market share from Zedrun. And let's go over some of the variants of these horses. So this is the Medium article that talks about the horse tier system in DeRace. So in this article, we will elaborate specifically on the most important aspect that determines a horse's market value, the tier that it belongs to. Every DeRace horse is original and one of a kind. Therefore, they are all priced differently on the market. This article will provide you with general information on DeRace's tier system. DeRacers can own NFT horses in two different ways: trading in the marketplace or breeding their own horses. Horses can be bred out of two NFT horses, one male and one female. The bred horse inherits its parents' genetics, which can be speculated during breeding by the owner. Each horse, whether bought or bred, is unique and made of three basic layers of attributes: the visual physical features, which are body type, color, pattern, jaw and ear shape, eye color and shape, mane color and shape, tail color and shape, hooves, head mark shape, color, leg pattern, shape, and color. Then additional visible features: sex, breed, breeding, racing, cooldown, regeneration, tier, height, and weight, and hidden features such as speed and stamina. These different characteristics play different roles. For instance, the physical features decide how the horse looks, while the hidden speed and stamina contribute to the horse's winning probability on the racetrack. However, what will ultimately determine the price of a horse is its tier. The higher the tier, the higher the price. Each breed will be divided into 5 tiers with the following allocation among all tiers. Tier 1 is going to be 1%. Tier 2 is going to be 5%. Tier 3 is going to be 10%. Tier 4 is going to be 20%. And Tier 5 is going to be 64%. It can easily be speculated that Tier 1 horses are the rarest and, of course, have the highest market value. A horse's price is decreasing as with the lower tier. To wrap it up, a DeRace horse is made up of visible and invisible features which affect its physical look and performance on the track. The tier that a horse belongs to is the most influential factor on its market value. The best ways to keep a DeRace horse valuable is through intensive speculation among trading and breeding together with an active racing history. The DeRace NFT horse presale is coming soon and is expected to be one of the most anticipated events on the cryptocurrency market. As we have been making waves with our historic launch, you surely won't want to miss. And I can agree with that. You don't want to miss out on this IGO when it comes out on the Binance Marketplace. Really quickly here, I want to talk about these tiers, because to me, it seems like Z1s, Z2s, Z3s, Z4s, all the way up to, all the Z tiers that are in Zedrun. Seems like they're kind of consolidating them into these tiers. And if that is the case, it means that these tiers have an even greater value, right? Like, we don't know about the genetics and breeding of DeRace. Like, if we breed a tier 1 horse to a tier 2 horse, is it going to be tier 1, tier 2, or is it going to be addition up to tier 3, right? We just don't know that yet. And because of that, it kind of adds more speculation onto how do we want to build our stable? Obviously, everyone will want to have tier 1, tier 2 stables, but as you see, only 6% of people on the market are going to be able to have a Z1 or sorry, tier 1 to tier 2 horse, even in the stable. And in order for you to breed them, you have to have a multiple. So say, for instance, if you wanted to make a tier 1 horse, I'm speculating that you would need 2 tier 1 horses. That may be pretty hard to come by. So we need to be kind of getting the underlying asset of Dirk or the DeRace token. And we need to be really looking forward to this IGO because, guys, once these tier 1 race horses are out, once these tier 2s are out, the prices are going to be quite high on them because it's a probabilities game. We need to be ready when the iron is hot, and we need to get on these immediately so that we can build up a stable in this game if we're going to be trying to breed and race for the long run. That's just my general synopsis on how I am understanding these Medium articles and what the DeRace team is putting out. But please do your own research and look into this investment because I really do think that there is a lot of upside on this project. This is Andre with the Crypto Ball, and I'll see you guys next time.